Yes, good morning, students. Today is the second part of chapter 4, reproductive health, plus 2 class biology. In the previous part 1, we have discussed about what is reproductive health, second is population explosion, and what are the various reasons for population explosion. So, today we are going to cover three main topics. First one is contraception. What is contraception? Second one is type of contraceptions, and in the type of contraception we will cover the natural method of birth control. And this topic is very important for your board exam. So what is contraception? What is contraception? Contraception, just in a simple word, contraception is a device or is a method or is a process by which we avoid the fertilization or prevention of fertilization during sexual intercourse is known as contraception. So if I ask you that what are the main aim of contraception, so first, its main aim is to prevent the fertilization. To prevent the fertilization means fusion of male and female gamete uh, is prevented by this contraception device or contraception method. So first one is contraception. Contraception aims to birth control, or we can control the birth by various devices, and these devices are known as contraceptives. These devices are known as contraceptive. And the second point, the prevention of conception or fertilization of ovum means it is a process of prevention of fertilization of ovum during sexual intercourse is known as contraception. This is a simple definition. Now, what are the various property or what are the characteristics of an ideal contraceptive, or what are the various characteristics of an ideal contraceptive devices, what are the various methods, or what are the various properties a contraceptive should have so that an individual can use it. So the properties or the characteristics are: first is user friendly. First is user friendly. The device should be easy to use. Second, it is easily available. Second, it is easily available. Third one, it is effective. It is effective. Third one is it is effective. And fourth one, it should be reversible. The device should have reversible effect also, and it should have least side effect on the individual health. So all these characteristics should be followed by an ideal contraceptive. Now there are different types of contraceptive. First one is natural method. In this method, we just calculate the natural cycle of human female, and we will adopt the traditional method of birth control. Second is barrier method. In barrier method of birth control, we block the fusion of sperm and egg. We block the fusion of sperm and egg, or we can say we create a barrier. We create a barrier between male and female reproductive organ. An example of barrier methods are condoms or diaphragm, cervical caps. Third one is intrauterine devices. Third one is intrauterine devices. As the name indicates, these are the devices which are introduced in the uterus part. These are the devices which are introduced in the uterus part of female. and we will discuss it in detail in the slide. Then oral contraceptive, these are some pills that are used for birth control, and these pills are uh, used by female. Next is injection and implants. Next one is injection and implants. Injection contain the combination of hormone, that is progesterone and estrogen. These are some hormones that are related with the female reproductive area. Or implants are the devices that are implant under the arms, beneath the skin, below the skin. These devices are inserted, and these devices, implants are inserted below the skin, and these devices contain some hormonal content of progesterone and estrogen that control the birth. And the last method is surgical method or sterilization method. In surgical method, the fallopian tube or vas deferens, the fallopian tube present in female reproductive tract. The vas deferens is present in male reproductive tract. So the vas deferens or the fallopian tube is cut and tied up so that the movement of or the passage of gametes will stop. So this is the you can say technique followed by male or female for birth control. So let's start the first method of birth control, that is natural method of birth control. And this natural method is mainly work on avoiding the chances of ovum and sperm meeting. Means this method mainly avoid the meeting of ovum and sperm. So there are three subcategories of natural method. First one is periodic abstinence, second is withdrawal method, and third is lactational amenorrhea. In periodic abstinence, let's start with periodic abstinence. What is periodic abstinence? Female release egg at the 14th day of menstruation cycle. Near about 14th day of menstruation cycle, some female have irregular menstruation cycle, or some female may release egg before 1 day or after 1 day of 14th day. That is, it may release the egg on 13th day or 14th day or 15th day of menstruation cycle. And female egg is active near about 24 hour to 36 hour. Means near about female egg is active near about in 1 day. 1 day the female egg will remain active when it is released from ovary. We keep a margin, that is 13 day, 14 day and 15 day. It is the high risk, or it is the high time where sperm or egg get fused. And in this method we do not want the fusion of male and female gamete. So 13th day of menstruation cycle, 14th day of menstruation cycle, and 15th day of menstruation cycle, the chances of fertilization will be high. So in 13, 14 and 15 day, mating should not be done according to female menstruation cycle calculation. But when we consider the sperm once released in female genital tract, it may survive. Sperm may survive near about 72 hours. That is, it is equal to 3 days. Sperm may survive near about 3 days. Suppose a male, suppose a mating occur at 11th day. 11th day of menstruation cycle. Means 11th day sperm enter into the female body. So how many days it will survive in the female body? 3 days more. So 11, 12, 13. So 11, 12 and 13, and at the 13th day the chances or the probability of egg release will be high. Suppose 11th day mating of suppose 11th day sperm entry into the female body, got it, and 13th day egg may release, so the chances of fertilization will high. So according to sperm life or active time, according to sperm active time, or you can say the activity of sperm in the female body, the 11th day should not um, allow the mating. 11th, 12th day also mating is not allowed. 13th day mating is also not allowed. 14th, 15th day mating is also not allowed. And if the egg is released at 15th day, then 16th day, 15th day egg is released and egg is alive for near about 1 day. So 16 days is also a risky day for the mating. So we take a average. We take a you can say a range, not average. Take a range of the days where the mating should be avoid, where the mating should be avoid. So according to egg, according to release of egg and the lifespan of egg, 13 day, 14 day, 15 day and 16 day, these days should be avoided. And when we calculate regarding the sperm activity, sperm remain alive in 3 days. So 10th day, if the 10th day female receive the sperm, so it may alive for 3 days, or near about 13 day the sperm may remain active. So according to sperm calculation, 10th day mating should not be done. 11th day, 12th day and 13 day is risky with the angle of egg. So there is a range that from 10th to 17th day mating should be avoided. From 10th to 17th day, you can note down, 10th to 17th day of menstruation cycle mating should be avoided, and it is calculated basically on the lifespan or active time of sperm in the female body and the active time of egg, or the chances of release of egg in the female body, the days, the range, maybe egg release on 13 day, maybe on 14 day, maybe on 15 day. It is a natural probability event. So in that period, 10th to 17th day, the couple should avoid mating, or the couple should avoid intercourse. This is known as periodic abstinence. This is known as periodic abstinence. Hope you all understand that. Then second is withdrawal method or coitus interrupt. Withdrawal method. This one. Withdrawal method or coitus interrupt. What is withdrawal method? During intercourse or during coitus, the penis is removed, the penis is removed from female reproductive tract to avoid fertilization. The penis is removed from female reproductive tract to avoid fertilization. Means just before the release of semen, just before ejaculation, you can use that word, just before ejaculation, penis withdraws from the female reproductive tract so that the semen will be released outside the female body. So the sperm will not enter the female reproductive tract, so the chances of fertilization will be very less. But this method is also not a convenient method. This method is also not a very convenient method because during mating, when the lubrication of penis take place, some amount of sperm may be released just before ejaculation into the female tract. Means mating, during mating, just before ejaculation, some amount of sperm may be enter into the female tract. If a person ejaculate the whole semen outside the female body, but some of the sperm just before ejaculation may enter into the female body, and the couple is unknown about the entry of sperm into the female body. Next is lactational amenorrhea. Lactation. What is lactation? Lactation. Lactation is a process by which a mother provide the nourishment to the infant by giving the milk to the baby. This is known as lactation. And during the initial days of lactation, near about up to 6 months, there is no menstruation or no ovulation occur. So when no menstruation or no ovulation occur, then the chances of fusion of male and female gamete is also very less. This is known as lactational amenorrhea, and this method is safe up to 6 months. But this method is also not reliable method of natural method of birth control, because uh, the chances of fertilization or the chances of release of ovum may be after the 3 months of parturition. Means if the female has intense lactation for the infant, then the chances of fertilization will be less. Suppose a female stop the lactation, suppose the female stops the lactation to the baby, so menstruation may occur before 6 months. Before 6 months menstruation may occur. uh, do you understand what is this time period? 6 months. 6 months is just after the delivery, just after the parturition. The first 6 months there is no menstruation, there is no ovulation according to lactational amenorrhea. But if the female stop lactation just after 2 months or 3 months of delivering a baby, then the menstruation cycle may, you can say, start again, or the ovulation may occur. So the chances of fertilization will take place in lactational amenorrhea also. So these three methods mainly depend upon the natural cycle or the natural rhythmic cycle. In the periodic abstinence, there is periodically absent for 10 to 17 days. In withdrawal method, the penis is just withdraw before the ejaculation of semen into the female body. In lactational amenorrhea, just this method is just about the after the parturition, and it is safe up to the near about 6 months. So these are the three methods regarding the natural method of birth control. In the next lecture, we will cover about the barrier method, or then we will cover about IUDs, intrauterine devices, contraceptive pills, and so on. So thank you.